so excited. Okay. Let's go find us a prince and get ourselves back to the palace. Huh? Okay. Wait, what was going on? I was like, what is going on? Dolores somehow manages to jump into the front pocket of my apron. Okay, yeah, she's a doll, which is thankfully large enough to fit her doll body. Okay, I'm trying to just like, okay. So she's we're gonna go chapter 4, one step forward. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. It has been more than a week since Rod and I returned to the Marken. He has been avoiding me ever since that day. Not that we have much cause to be around each other nowadays. I'm constantly on my feet preparing for Emmeline's ball. This is ridiculous. Better to be busy than bored, Princess. I stop for a moment to better balance the pile of fabrics that I am carrying. One of the maids has ordered me to bring this to a designated room so that it can be sorted out. I am being reduced to fetching and carrying, and I have made no progress on accomplishing my first good deed. I doubt that simply following orders from the other maids will help me get my first good deed. I feel a shuffling in my pocket, and then notice Delora peeking her porcelain face out. Better to obey than disobey, at least. You're not going to get a good deed. Deed being stubborn. It's true. Queen Delora! Constantly on the game. She constantly just proving herself right. Just proving to me that she is a bad bitch. Okay, anyway. You've got to put yourself out there a bit more, Princess. You can't just do whatever is convenient for you. That's not good. Yeah, I think Peony should, obviously do what... Girl, this music is loud. Hold on a second. Hold on a moment. I can't even hear myself. That's better. I think that's better. I think that's okay. Okay, sorry. Okay. Anyway, you've got to put yourself out there a bit more, Princess. You can't just do whatever's convenient for you. That's not good. Delora has been no help at all. Peony! Wait, I recognize this place. Isn't this where your room is? I stop in front of the door of my old bedroom. Ever since I came here, I've been ignoring this room, not wanting to see what the king did to it during my absence. Girl, all your stuff is probably gone. That's how magic works, I guess. Do you not want to go in? Why should I? It's not as if it is my room anymore. Oh, you're no fun. Aren't you curious about how it's changed? I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't. I guess a little peek would not hurt. Ooh, it's a good one. Ah! It's just as we left it. I step in the room and close the door behind me. It's like stepping into the past. The room is exactly as I left it. It seems completely untouched. Moments later, Delora is standing before me in her human form. Looks like someone's been dusting in here. Strange, considering no one should remember who this room even belongs to. I glance around, eyes wide. Everything looks the same. I put the fabrics that I'm carrying down on my bed and make way to the shelf where my dolls are displayed. My eyes pause on a specific doll. Oh, okay, so cute. This one was not here before. Delora raises an eyebrow. Maybe you just don't remember this one because she wasn't very memorable? You do have a lot of dolls after all. No, I know each of my dolls' name. By name, this one is definitely new. She looks very similar to the dolls I saw at Viorica! Don't get me started. Viorica's shop. I quickly turn at the sound of the doorknob. My eyes move to Delora. She is already turned into a doll and tucked herself into the corner of the shelf. The rest of my dolls. Alright, eyeing me curiously. Peony? What are you doing here? I made a mistake and thought I was supposed to bring these fabrics here. I hope she does not see through my lie. Emmeline shakes her head, smiling. It is not your fault, Peony. You're still getting used to the palace, and its many rooms. I got lost here all the time when I first arrived, too. This room is interesting, though. Father expressly orders that it should be kept clean, but otherwise undisturbed. Why would he say that? 'Cause he knows. He totally knows. No way. No way. This doesn't add up. This does not add up. He knows. Hold on. I didn't even check if my background was like how I wanted it. It looks so different. What happened to my... What is with... Oh. My eye was playing tricks on me. The camera's like playing with me today. I'm off focus. I'm so sorry. Anyway. He won't say why, but apparently this room is very special to him. Maybe it belonged to someone he cherished. Cherished? What a joke. Girl, he knows. He knows. Everyone knows and they're pretending. This is crazy. I still cannot help but feel like I feel hope at her suggestion. I don't think Father would like either of us being in here. We should leave soon. I only came here to put a ribbon on one of the dolls. One of the dolls? Yes, I put one of my dolls here. She walks past me to pick up the doll I did not recognize. I bought this. I know Emmeline always visited Viorica, but I did not think she liked dolls. She has always preferred receiving than buying books. So why does she have this doll? Do you like dolls? What the Sorry, maybe it's the way I said that. Well, I mean, I do not mind them, but I don't usually buy them for myself, no. So why did you buy this one? Emmeline looks at the doll with a sad smile and shakes her head. I'm not sure. I bought it as a gift. I remember that much. I was going to give it to someone who liked dolls, someone I wanted to befriend. I don't know why, but it feels right to leave the doll here until I can remember whom I was meant to give her to. Wow, that's really, really sad. That's so... Wait! Oh, Peony! This is a slap in the face to you! This is a slap in the face to us! Because she was gonna buy the doll for Peony. She bought the doll for Peony. She literally bought a doll for Peony. And... oh, the heart. And the way that we treated Emmeline, the way that Peony treated Emmeline. Emmeline is silent for a moment, but she turns to me with a bright smile. I know you have a delivery to make, but could you come with me to the palace entrance first? Girl, let me put my fabric away. Mother is still busy talking to the cook, so the fabrics can wait. Okay, I resist the urge to glare at her. What? Peony, stop glaring at people. Just be, come on, calm down, baby. Calm down. Calm down. She better not be dragging me around to do more errands. I'm expecting a delivery and I might need your help. Okay. Baby, don't be mad. Just accept it. Just be cool. Just be chill. I have no choice but to nod, of course. I begrudgingly follow Emmeline towards the entrance and I see the delivery carriage. A familiar person stands beside it. Viorica! Emmeline pulls Viorica into a tight hug. I turn my attention away to glare at the number of boxes on the back of the carriage. I will no doubt have to help carry them inside. How are the preparations for the ball coming? Emmeline's smile seems to force it first, but then eases into something softer. It's going well, I suppose. How about the wedding? Desimond and I have finalized the date. It will be 2 days after your ball. I can't wait to see you in your wedding dress. The queens, the girls. The girlies are the girlies are talking. Sorry. These two always talk so much when they get together. I ignore their chatter as I walk up to the carriage to observe the boxes piled inside. What is in the boxes? Oh! Viorica reaches out to grab one. She hands it to me. I am helping with the ball decorations. I came by with part of the order today. Part of it? Careful, it's a bit heavy. I take the box from her and nearly stumble. This is heavy. Emmeline should have have the male servants do this. Girl, what is... Maybe, like, Emmeline wanted to spend time with her, and that's why she did this. Let me spend time with you by giving you a bunch of heavy things to carry for me. Queen Ophelia placed quite a large order. I brought the more fragile decorations first. Oh, the glass baubles and vases? I grit my teeth as I shift the box in my arms in an attempt to make it easier to hold. I thought you worked at a toy shop. Yes, but we also have aisles dedicated specifically to party decorations. What kind of toy shop is that? Girl, mind your business, okay? Mind your business. Peony, will you be alright? I feel annoyance simmer within me. I am obviously not alright. Emmeline reaches out to help me with the box, but she is too late. I've only taken one step forward and the box slides and I manage to cradle it in my arms, but its weight is too much for me. Before I hit the ground, I feel strong arms around my waist. It's Rod. It has to be Rod. I'm so sorry. I'm like thumping a lot and I'm like real... Okay. I knew it. 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 Hold on. My heart and mind are racing, and for a moment I cannot comprehend what has just happened. Yeah, 'cause you're embarrassed. Are you alright? Rod? I glance at this to my side and I'm shocked to see Rod standing here. There. Expression on his face gives nothing away, but with our close distance I can see some flicker of emotion in his bright eyes. Concern? I am... What? Wait, what? Wait. She's like, why is he concerned? I am... Peony, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? No! She just fell! Rod pushes me, and I stumble forward, almost tripping. He's like, why did I save you? What is going on with me? It's like obvious. Jesus. Okay. You know your limits, Peony. Oh my gosh! You know what? He deserves to be told off. Pushing people like that is not something that a good prince would do. I do not bother to I do not bother to hide the anger in my voice. It was a nudge. Still, that was very cool of you, Your Highness. Anger flares up in Rod's eyes as he takes a step forward to me, towards me, whatever. Oh, look who's talking. Oh, wait. Okay, you want to go, put him up, Rod. Hi, we have 4 viewers. What's up? Hi, my name is Deb. Welcome to the stream. Anyway, Rod, I'm about to if I really have free will in this game, I'm about to tussle with you, because you've been very, very disrespectful to me when I'm out here working. I'm working, okay? I'm working to be better. Rod, stop that. Yeah! Come defend me. I really am trying over here. Rod turns away from Emmeline, ignoring her. Viorica, what are you doing here? Oh my god. Rod's voice is still cold. She don't want you. She getting married. Anyway, Rod's voice is still cold. Viorica looks startled by his tone. I only came to deliver some decorations for the ball. And you thought Emmeline and her maid could carry these things on their own? Rod, This is not her fault. I am the one who chose to bring Peony with me. I underestimated the size of the delivery. Viorica was just delivering the supplies. At least she admits her mistakes. I never thought Rod would be so stubborn. Emmeline's expression softens as she looks at her brother. She looks sad. Yeah, because he's being so defensive and, like, I don't know, I feel like it's a lot of projection because he's, like, angry at us being here. He doesn't want Peony here. And he's mad because, like, Viorica's getting married and he likes her, so it's like... Rod ignores her and picks up the box that I had been carrying. He begins to walk away before he suddenly stops and glances back at me. Come on. What? What? We're going to call some servants to carry these boxes in. He turns and begins to walk away. I am Emmeline's personal maid, not his. I glance at Emmeline, who nods her head. I really am so sorry. Thank you for helping my brother, Peony. I curtsy ever so slightly before running after Rod. What was that? What was that whole interaction? I'm so sad I didn't get to play this early. Like, I have been so busy with school. I love this chapter. Rod, wait! He picks up his pace as if trying to lose me. I turn the corner and barely stop myself before running into Rod's bag. Oh, what? He's trying... What now? Oh my gosh. He's trying so hard to, like, ignore her. Why are you so angry at me today? I've barely spoken to you. Your mere presence is enough to darken my mood. Oh my god, I'm about to sneeze. Okay. I glared at him to cross my arms. Funny, you call me cruel, but right now you are worse than I ever was. I don't need someone who hasn't even managed a single good deed to lecture me. I think that... Okay, who in here is defining what good deeds are? I mean, like, I think they're talking about major good deeds. But what kind of good deed have you done, Rod? What? Like, you just caught me when I fell, but, like, then you pushed me, man. I have to try very hard to resist the urge to slap him. You were supposed to help me get a good deed. As I said before, I never agreed to this. I still refuse to help you. Rod starts walking again, and I hurry after him. I cannot help but recall how cool he was with Viorica earlier. I thought they were friends, but he treated her like this at the toy shop, too. Why were you so angry with Viorica earlier? Because she's getting married! And he wanted to marry her. No reason. I raised my eyebrow when Rod quickly answers the question. He out here lying! Then you were cold for no reason? You have such a princely disposition. Rod frowns, but has no rebuttal for my words. You must be generally cold and unfriendly. Excuse me. That would explain why you treated Viorica as you did. I had not thought that you two were you two were childhood friends. Viorica was always closer with Emmeline than me. We may have been friendly once, but we have since become distant. Distant? It's none of your business. Oh my goodness. Dramatic? Rude? For no reason? I paused as we passed by my door, remembering that I left both the fabrics and Delora inside. I make my way towards the door and open it. What are you doing? None of your business. Oh yeah, give it back to him. Enjoyed your field trip? I frown when I see her sitting on my bed in human form. What would you have done if it wasn't me? Us witches have a sense for these things. Delora? Rod slowly enters the room. Boy, would you... It's nice to see you here, Lady Delora. Nice to see you too, little Sebby. Why are you here? Dolores shrugs as she inspects her nails. Okay. I thought I would help the princess here, but since someone doesn't seem very willing. Rod furrows his eyebrows at her. I didn't... Yes, I know. You didn't sign up for this. But do you really think that you have a choice, Rod? Delora looks at Rod pointedly. You know the consequences if this fails. Rod looks away, expression conflicted. Consequences? What are you talking about? Consequences for not helping me with my curse? Rod sighs heavily before turning back to Delora. He does not pay attention to me. I'm not the right person for this. Doesn't matter what you think. The princess thought you were, so suck it up and do your job. Rod is silent for a few moments before he finally faces me, looking resigned. I will help you then, but don't expect me to change my opinions of you. Okay. I shrugged him. It's not like I was expecting you to in the first place. Delora grins with clear triumph. Good talk. Rod sighs. In order to achieve your good deeds, you're going to need to mend what you have broken before. I feel like I already know what he's going to say. My sister has always wanted to be your friend, so you must do that. So you must do just that. Show her kindness, and you may be able to get your first good deed through her. Show her kindness, huh? I feel like we've been doing that, but like on the inside, we've been pretty nasty, so I don't know. I think we haven't been nice technically because it was our job to serve her, so I guess whatever. Delora decides to stay in my room for the time being. Okay. Saying that she believes Rod will be able to help me for now. Later, I make my way to the dining room with the fabrics and see Emmeline and Ophelia inside. Sorry, I'm like having allergies or something. Okay. Peony. No, she's like, peony! And then she's like, I see you have the fabrics, thank you. Ophelia takes the topmost sample of the fabrics and begins to expect us, and Emmeline walks up to me. Where's Rod? Excuse me. He returned to his studies. Alright, he has history lessons today. I'm yet to finish my history homework, which is due tomorrow. As Emmeline mused aloud, I pondered what Rod told me earlier. I must become Emily's friend. I hope Rod didn't send the servants out before he went back to his room. I wanted to tell him that Viorica and I had already called on guards to bring the boxes inside. Maybe he decided to start his lessons earlier so that he could make your dance lesson this evening. Dance lesson? Father wanted to hire the best dance instructor in Angeli, but I honestly feel more comfortable with Rod teaching me. He's a good dancer, so Father has allowed it. This is a surprise. I did not know Rod could dance. He used to prefer singing, but then... Oh, wait. Oh my gosh. What happened to Rod? Like, we need to figure this out. Ophelia trails off. I know that she is talking about the fairy tale curse, but I do not expect her to divulge such information like to a maid like myself. It's like I started streaming and I just feel like it's not happening today. Okay. He decided to focus on his dancing for the past few months. Ophelia glances down at the fabrics, then looks up and smiles at me. Peony, would you mind helping me with this? I obediently walk over to the fabrics Ophelia wants me to look through, and they are apparently samples for the tablecloths that will be used during the ball. This is going to be a long day. Oh my gosh. I'm so off focus. Oh my goodness. Rod comes immediately to the throne room after his history lessons to start on his dance lessons with Emmeline. I am only standing here because it is my responsibility as her personal maid to watch over her as she practices. I watch as she steps out of rhythm and Rod sighs at her. You're doing it wrong. That's the 10th time. Sorry. Again. They start from the beginning, and I am unable to stifle on my own sigh when Emmeline messes up at the same step again. This would make the 11th time. I really am terrible at this. Would you rather have a royal dance instructor teach you? He has more experience teaching than I do. Oh no, I really do want you to teach me, Rod. I'm sorry that I'm such a slow learner. You are always good at everything. Singing, dancing, cooking. Prince Rod cooks? Yes, Rod does cook. He's very good at it. You didn't have to tell her that. See, no, he's embarrassed. He's like... Does it really matter? I love bragging about how talented my little brother is. Oh, sorry. Does it really matter? I love bragging about how talented my little brother is. I see a tinge of pink. Oh! Oh, it's the anime blush. It's everywhere. It's all over his face. I see the tinge of pink in Rod's cheeks as he turns away. Is he embarrassed? Emmeline looks down at the floor, her smile smaller. I wish I was as talented as you, Rod. I'd always thought Emmeline was overly optimistic. She always seemed to bounce back with a smile, no matter how many times I pushed her away. Now I cannot help but reconsider that thought. She still seeing her like this only irritates me. Wait, still seeing her like this only irritates. Is it the fact that she's happy or something? Is Peony what is wrong with Peony? Why doesn't she like happy people? Is Emmeline being a happy person, is that cringy to her? 'Cause that's sad. If that's what's really going on here. That's sad and that's mean. Pitying yourself will get you nowhere. Does she think? I think she was just trying to compliment her brothers halfway, and just trying to be. I don't think it was Peony, you're weird. Not everyone can be perfect at everything when they first start out. I remember when Mother gave me similar lessons. She was always such a harsh teacher, and she hated when I showed weakness in front of her. She made me keep practicing until I had perfected whatever it was she wanted me to do. Failure was never an option. I never had time for self-pity. Instead of feeling sorry for yourself, just try harder. Let failure inspire you to do better. That's really good. You know what? That's actually good advice, Peony. I was confused about what you were feeling, but I get it now. I know what you're talking about now. Peony, she's right, Rod. Instead of complaining, I should be working harder. I let out an exasperated sigh and crossed my arms. I'm feeling pretty exasperated too. From all of y'all's drama. Oh my god. You always look at your feet whenever you reach the underarm turn. Instead, focus on counting your steps and let Prince Rod lead you. Worrying too much on your next step is what puts you off rhythm. Emmeline stares at me. Can you dance, Peony? I can. Why? Wow, that's amazing! There's nothing amazing about me being able to dance. Her praise makes me embarrassed regardless. Maybe I could learn faster seeing someone else do the dance first. Oh, I knew it! 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 What are you talking about? It might be easier to copy the steps if I can have someone perform them first. She turns to me suddenly, eyes bright. Would you help me? I am meant to assist Emmeline in any way that I can, but dancing with her brother... Yeah, we're accepting. Of course. Well, if I do accept, at least I can prove that I am the better dancer than I am a better dancer than Rod. This is the best. This is the best. Besides, I'm supposed to be listening to Emmeline, no matter how absurd her requests are. 1 second. I'm having, irritation in my headphones. Okay. I think everything... I'm it's not even... Okay. Sorry. Besides, I'm supposed to be listening to Emmeline, no matter how absurd her requests are. If that is what you want. Really? Oh, sorry. Really? Emmeline rushes up to me and takes my hand in hers. Thank you, Peony. I thought it might be an awkward request, but I'm so happy you agreed to this. I turned to look at Rod, who was glowering at me. It's a good word, glowering. I'm not dancing with her. She might step on my feet. Stop being so rude, man. Emmeline gives him a disapproving look. Rod, please. Rod eyes me warily. I step forward and offer my hand. Shall we? Rod scowls at me for a few moments before finally taking my hand. I put my hand on his shoulder and he places his hand on the small of my back. Rod looks at me, but quickly averts his gaze. Yeah, he's very embarrassed. This is all very, awkward. Is something wrong? I didn't think I'd ever have to dance with you is all. Neither did I. However her inflection was. Rod looks at me. This time he has an uncomfortable scowl on his face. He is not the only uncomfortable one here. We both start dancing and mentally start counting the steps. It's been a long time since I danced with anyone, but the steps come to me naturally. The dance is rather simple. While Rod and I move stiffly, I cannot help but notice his careful footwork. I realize that Rod really is a pretty decent dancer. Of course, I would never openly admit that. I mean, it might help you if you give people compliments. I'm just saying, Peony. The whole point is for you to be a nice person, so... When we stop, I hear Emmeline clapping her hands as she looks at the both of us in awe. You really are a good dancer. Thank you so much for showing me the steps. Now I know for sure what to do during that part. I just shrug at her before stepping back into the corner. Emmeline takes her position in front of Rod once more. This time she has a bright smile on her face. I cannot believe something as simple as that made her so happy. Peony, why are you so... Oh my gosh. Sorry, I had to check how long I've been doing this. My mouth and my eyes and my body are why are you reading for 2 hours out loud? And I'm like, because I like to Twitch stream. Okay. Honestly, I might need to get some water because this is not a thirst quenching sort of drink. It's like, it's making me so thirsty, and I need to just like, hold on. Okay, we're gonna take a slight 2 minutes. 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes. I need water. I need water right now. Okay, I had to grab sparkling water, but it's like close enough. I didn't want to waste anyone's time. So I'm just like, I have to go like right now. Anyway. After practice, I returned to my room and retired to bed. I think about how happy Emmeline was. Oh my gosh. How can such small things make a person so happy? I don't know. I'm really happy when I eat cereal. And that's pretty small, I guess. I'm really happy when, I don't know. I feel happy when I put on lip balm. Because I just like, oh, my lips, like, they feel nice now. I'm not dried out. I feel really happy, like, at small things, too. So I don't know. I don't know what Peony's on about. I mean, I guess she never really experienced that. Look at this outfit. Her mom is a witch. I'm betting like $300 on it. Somebody donate money. Because I'm like, her mom is a witch, girl. You stepped out of rhythm again, Peony. But Mother, this is really hard. A princess never complains. You must be perfect at this waltz. You must perfect this waltz by tomorrow. Ah! I'm trying not to scream. That scared me so much. Xbox Bree 60. I love your username. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. I get so scared. That's literally every time I get like, wah! It's something happened. Like, thank you so much for following. I appreciate it so much. I'm new here, and you know, hopefully, the longer I do this, I'll get some better equipment, because right now I'm thinking about getting a compressor mic. But yeah. Oh my gosh. I hope you're doing great. I hope you're doing okay. It's nice to see you here. And this is Cinderella Phenomenon Part 3. Okay, yeah. I didn't even say that at the beginning, but I'm going to say it now. Okay. A princess never complains. You must perfect this waltz by tomorrow. Otherwise, I will not allow you to play with your dolls for the rest of the day. But if you have time for obligations, you have time to push yourself harder. Objections, or whatever. Yeah, do your schoolwork. You do your schoolwork. I'm gonna read this entire game, and good luck with that. Cause I had to do schoolwork too. I have summer classes. If you have time for objections, you have time. Yeah, I had to get the mom voice. If you have time for objections, you have time to push yourself harder. Now, once again, from the top. Okay. What? Ooh, they changed the thing. Okay. Nighttime hallway. We've never seen this before. The following days are uneventful. Emmeline continues her dance lesson with Rod. Her steps are still far from perfect, but I can tell that she has improved since my demonstration with Rod. Meanwhile, Rod still chooses to ignore me most of the time, though I have noticed he is less cold than usual. At least he does not snap at me for no good reason anymore. Oh, look at her little... I think that's a smile. Is that a smile? I don't know. Though Dolores is no longer assisting me, she insists on staying in my room more often. She says that there's something important she wants to investigate, and I cannot even guess what it might be. It's the doll! There's the doll that Emmeline got you. Oh my gosh. Like, I feel like some of the stuff in here is so obvious. Like, every TV show, every movie, there's something so obvious that the character just doesn't seem to notice. Anyway, I prefer not having her around anyway. Her constant chattering makes it difficult to focus on anything. Right now, I'm still trying to figure out how I can achieve my first good deed. Almost 3 months have passed since I was first cursed, but then I have yet to complete my first good deed. These are my thoughts as I head back to my sleeping quarters after dinner that night. Emmeline excused me long ago, insisting that I go on to my own room before she went to hers. I am walking down the hallway when I notice Rod heading down a familiar path. I follow after him. Are you going to the market? Rod jumps and turns around. That was me earlier. The surprise in his face quickly fades into annoyance. Don't do that again. And no, not today. Since I came here, I found out that Rod occasionally sneaks out of the palace at night through the secret passageway to go to the market. Even now, I'm still confused on why he goes there. He said before that he has given up on breaking his curse, which makes me wonder why he still visits. It also makes me wonder why he would refuse to break his curse in the first place. I think it has something to do... I'm trying to think, like, why? And I think it might have something to do with the fact that there's a consequence. They talked about consequences before, and that's if he doesn't help. There's something going on here that we still don't know, and I think I need more information before I start assuming. Is he okay being the way he is, or is his curse just really difficult to break? Well, I think the Little Mermaid, that's his curse. In the Little Mermaid, she has to get the prince to fall in love with him, and then the voice comes back, right? So if that's the case, and Peony also needs to do 3 good deeds, but is finding a prince part of her curse? I don't know. But if he falls in love with Peony is actually a princess, right? So wouldn't that complete his thing? Wouldn't his curse go away if he falls in love with Peony and marries her or something? I don't know. Is he okay with... Okay. Why were you cursed, Rod? Yeah! Asking the right questions! Finally! Jeez! I'm not answering that question. Why? I cannot help you break your curse if you refuse to tell me anything. I told you before, I do not need your help. But I chose you as my partner. You had to help me, and I help you. It is highly likely that breaking Rod's curse will also count for a good deed. Rod scowls at me and crosses his arms. I'm afraid that this isn't how this works at all. The sound of footsteps keeps me from coming back with a retort. We both see Sir Alcaster approaching us. Prince Rod, good evening. Good evening, Sir Alcaster. Sir Alcaster turns to me and raises an eyebrow. Shouldn't you be attending to Princess Emmeline? Rod silences me with a look. He moves to stand in front of me, saying, we were just about to go to her. Let's go, Peony. Rod strides away, and I quickly curtsied to Sir Alcaster before following after Rod. What was that interaction? Anyway, I can still feel Alcaster's eyes on me, on my back as I walk away. I try my best to suppress a shudder. Ron and I walk through the hallway in silence. We both stop in our tracks when we hear the clattering of silverware. I look around and realize this sound has come from behind a set of doors that is slightly open. The dining hall? Oh no! That's Emmeline's voice. We do not see Emmeline when we enter the room, but there is a dizzying array of cutlery set out on the table. Emmeline surprises us both by crawling out from beneath the table. She flashes us an embarrassed smile, and she gets to her feet, holding several forks and knives in her hands. What are you doing here? You should be getting ready for bed. Sorry. The silverware on the table. I thought I could practice before I sleep today. It has already been an incredibly long day for her, and she's still doing this. I watch as Emmeline puts the cutlery back on the table in the wrong places. You need to rest, Em. I will after I practice the placement one last time. She smiles at him before returning to the table. I don't know why a person would need so much cutlery. 1 fork, 1 spoon, and 1 knife should be more than enough for any meal. And all these glasses. If I recall correctly, this one's for water, this one's for red wine, and this one is for white wine? Gives her the correct answers. Points out her mistake. Gives her the correct answers. Points out her mistake. Which one? Give her the correct answers. Points out her mistake. Give her the correct answers. The flute is for champagne. The other is for sherry. Oh, right! But there are 2 more. The other is for juice, and the other glass is for dessert wine. The dessert wine glass will only be used during the dessert course. And the juice glass is only used when juice is being served, of course. Otherwise, it is placed next to the water goblet. I see Rod staring at me out of the corner of his eye. His lips twitch before he turns back to his sister. It looked like he was about to smile. What are those for? Emmeline points to a group of forks in front of her. You used those yesterday. You use those every day. Your Highness, you should know the answer. Emmeline points at them when she rattles off names. Dinner fork, fish fork, salad. Correct. You know so much about etiquette, too. You're really incredible, Peony. You make a better noblewoman than I do. I don't know, the way that I said that was really silly. Even if I told her I was noble, it's not as if she would believe me. I just read a lot about these things. You read and know enough to put them into practice? That's amazing! She's so cute. Especially since you haven't even been with us so long, right, Rod? Rod shrugs. He does not. Much to my surprise, disagree. I'm going to read that sentence again. Rod shrugs. He does not, much to my surprise, disagree. Perhaps you should be my teacher, Peony. I can learn so quickly from you. Emmeline quickly straightens out the cutlery. Now that I think about it, I have come to realize that Emmeline is not much more is much more than she appeared to be. That's a good start, Peony. You're getting there, honey. It is probably because I'm forced to spend so much time with her as her maid. She is different. She is flawed, and she's not as conceited and more humble than I had originally thought. Here's the thing, Peony. Why would you think such a sweetheart of a little girl would be conceited? What about Emmeline gives you the impression that she's conceited? She's literally done nothing wrong to anyone. If she had, she'd probably have the curse instead of Rod. Like, I don't even know what's going on. It's literally like a nice person. Like, I don't even know. I can't even what's a nice person? Probably Snow White, like in the Disney movie. She's such a sweet little, she's super cute and super innocent. And she runs through the woods and she's scared, and then little animals, like Emmeline is exuding sweetness. There's nothing about her that would say conceited. Or, what's the opposite of humble? Posh? Or, I don't even know. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just a little bit, I'm a little bit angry at her. Maybe I should try lending her a hand. Yeah, maybe you should. Maybe you should, Beanie. I may not be one of your tutors, but if you need help with your lessons, just ask me, and I'll do what I can for you. Peony. Oh, wait, Rod's voice. Peony. Peony? How is he going to say that? Peony? Yeah. I glanced at Rod, who was once again wearing that expression of surprise. Oh my gosh. What is wrong with me today? Anyway, I shifted my attention to Emmeline once again. You only have 1 month left to prepare, and as your personal maid, I feel it my responsibility to help you in whatever ways I can. Peony. Emmeline wipes her eyes with the back of her hand, and that's when I notice something glistening on her cheeks. Oh, she's crying because she's touched. She's like, oh, you want to help me? It's honestly, I would love to help Emmeline. I would love to be Emmeline's friend. She's such a cute little baby. Is she crying? You are extremely kind, Peony. Think again, sweetheart. Thank you. I will definitely take you up on that offer. I'm still looking at Emmeline when I catch a faint glow coming from the pendant on my chest. It's about to go down. What just happened? Oh, what a pretty necklace you have, Peony. Thank you. Anyway, for now, I think the both of us would benefit from some sleep. After escorting Emmeline back to her room, I walk out into the hallway in a daze. What was with that light? You just completed a good deed. You literally said, I will help you whenever you need it. And you recognized what was good about Emmeline. You fixed your relationship with her, essentially. Seems you actually managed to obtain your first good deed. And it only took 3 months! Hell yeah! High five! I did not know he was still here. I looked down at my pen, astonished at what I see. A piece of the glass slipper. I gingerly touched the new piece that is hanging next to my existing glass slipper pendant. It is real. You're not too bad after all. Did he just compliment me? What? Rod turns away. Nothing. Oh! Oh, you can't take it back. You can't just do all that. No way. He walks away, leaving me alone with my thoughts. This game, man, I can't believe this game is free. Chapter 5, Secrets! I still cannot believe this game is free. Like what? Good morning, Your Highness. Would you like to play with us? You want to play with me? She's young Peony, by the way. Yeah, come play with us. We have lots of fun. Well, please, just for a little while. Maybe I can. Peony, what are you doing out here in the front of the gates? Mother. Good morning, Your Majesty. We were just wondering if the princess wants to come and play with us. No, Princess Peony does not want to play with you. But, Mother, I do. Enough idle chatter. We must go. It's almost time for your dance lessons. But, Peony, do not make me repeat myself. Yes, Mother. Man, that's sad. They keep showing the mom being evil, basically. Not overprotective evil. We haven't seen her do anything cruel yet, but she has said that the world is untrustworthy, which is in real life true to an extent. But, I wonder if I can go for 3 hours. I'm thinking about it. I'm really thinking about it because I'm having a lot of fun right now. It's still dawn when I wake up. As much as I want to continue sleeping, I have no choice but to get up and prepare myself for the day. And prepare for the day or whatever. The last thing I need is an annoying lecture from the head maid. I have almost become accustomed to waking up this early, even if I do not enjoy it. As soon as the preparations are made, I begin to make my way towards Emmeline's room, should she wake early. About halfway there is when I hear familiar voices. Standing far ahead of me are Sir Alcaster and Sir Mithros. Ooh, wait. Are you sure this is going to work? We have little faith in me, my friend. Oh my god, what kind of voice if I could do a Snape voice for Mithros, that'd be pretty good. Have a little faith in me, my friend. Friends? We're not friends. Sir Alcaster narrows his eyes, then turns abruptly to look at me. Ah, Miss Peony, wasn't it? Sir Mithros, Sir Alcaster. Have you been eavesdropping, child? He has no reason to be angry at me. If they were talking about something confidential, they should not have been openly talking in the hallway. I'm on my way to Prince Emmeline's room, sir. That is why I'm here. Oh my gosh. my Oh my gosh, hold on. I gotta compose myself. I coolly look at Sir Alcaster, who looks as he's about to pop a vein. I cannot help but feel satisfied at his reaction. In just a few steps, he is suddenly looming over me. Get out of my bubble. I have not seen Sir Alcaster look so angry before. What's going on? Rod is now walking towards us with a scowl on his face. Sir Alcaster notices this and quickly steps back. There was just a little misunderstanding, Your Highness. Rod glances at me, his eyes narrowing. Great. I'm sure he's going to blame me for this too, even though I did nothing. Oh! He stepped in front! He's totally protecting me. Oh my gosh! Much to my surprise, Rod puts himself between me and Sir Alcaster. Are you all right, Peony? He's worried about me? I slowly nod. Rod turns back to Sir Alcaster and Sir Mithros. If you don't have any business with Peony, I'll be taking her with me. Emmeline is already waiting for her. Sir Alcaster stares at me for a few moments before bowing down to Rod. Of course, Your Highness. Thank you. Rod turns to me again, his expression solemn. Shall we? He walks off before waiting for my reply. I look back at Sir Alcaster and Sir Mithros one last time before chasing after him. What the heck? Both of us spend the next few minutes walking in silence. Rod has said nothing, not a thing, since my encounter with Sir Mithros and Sir Alcaster. Next time we're gonna have to really ignore them, because that was weird. That was a weird interaction, and I didn't like that. Both of us spend the next few minutes walking in silence. Rod has not said a thing about... Okay. Are you okay? What? She's like, what? He already asked me that before. Is he really that worried? Ooh, wait. This is a great choice. I am fine or I am not. I am fine or I am not. I am fine or I am not. I'm gonna say I'm not. Wait. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save the game. Let's do empty slot. Okay. And say, I am not. Okay. I have never been treated with such disrespect by Sir Alcaster. He is needlessly hostile toward me. Okay, I'm glad we said something, because I didn't like the way we were being treated either. Okay. Rod scoffs. I just hiccuped. I probably need, like, actual water and not bubbly water, but anyway. Rod scoffs. Before, he was forced to show you respect because you were a princess. Now, because you're a commoner, he speaks to you as bluntly as he would speak to everyone else. That does not excuse his rude behavior. Rod shrugs. He's a lot like someone else that I know. He gives me a pointed look. He always finds a way to scold me somehow. Well, you were mean your whole life, Peony. You know, you're not really gonna get away with it. You know, when you're mean to people, people remember. I mean, I'm just gonna, like, quickly say, I was bullied a lot in school. You know, I guess you guys, I don't know. I'll see if you guys can guess why I was bullied, but, like, I was bullied a lot in school, and the people who bullied me, like, I would confront them, and, like, you know, ask them to stop, or ask them why, or whatever, and people don't remember, or they act like they don't remember what they did to you. You remember it for your whole life, pretty much, what people do to you, unless you don't notice those things, but, like, I don't know about me, but I remember so much. Like, I remember so much of what people did to me. So, bullies don't really know they're bullies. I think that's kind of what I'm trying to say, unless they, like, enjoy being a bully. So, like, for some reason, in this game, they're saying that Peony thought that Emmeline was conceited. Why, though? Like, I feel like that's, like, inaccurate, but, like, it explains why. It's not inaccurate, but it just doesn't make sense. But that is their explanation for why Peony treated Emmeline, you know, nastily. She treated her in a nasty way because she thought that she was not a nice person. And could be projecting and all this stuff, but I think Peony didn't want a new family. And that's, like, a lot of where, like, the inside coming out to her actions, like, that's all where this started, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna stop talking, but I hope you guys get what I was trying to say. But he always finds a way to scold me somehow. I scowl at him before turning away. You said that Emmeline was waiting for me. I didn't expect her to be up so early. Where is she? I lied. What? He lied to help me get out of that situation. Why? Why are you helping me? Because, while you're here, my responsibility. I may loathe the role, but I will still uphold it. Besides, You don't need a reason to help someone in need. That is very good. That's very true. Help someone in need. I remember Parfait and Delora telling me that before. Being good often involves helping others who are in need. Now that I've helped you, I'll be taking my leave now. I have fencing lessons to attend. Rod starts to walk off, but then stops and turns back to me. Don't get yourself into more trouble. Sorry, my voice is like all over the place. Don't get yourself into more trouble. I won't be there all the time to help save you. I glare at him and cross my arms. I'm not some damsel in distress, Your Highness. I don't need your help. What? Yes, you do! Rod snorts before turning away from me and walking away. Okay, turns away from me and walking away. That's a stupid sentence. I'm sorry. You should fix that sentence. Anyway. Okay. Later that day, I watch Emmeline finish her etiquette lessons, and I can tell that the teacher is impressed with her progress. Emmeline is able to correctly name all the glasses and cutlery. She's not so slow a learner. I had come here earlier in the day to better teach Emmeline about proper dining etiquette. Turns out my lesson was valuable. You have shown great improvement, Your Highness. I am glad that you have been diligent with your studies. No doubt you'll be ready for the ball soon. Emmeline smiles, her cheeks turning pink. Thank you. I wouldn't have done it without the help of a friend. Emmeline glances at me before she smiles gently. I don't know why. I was like, I really owe her a lot. That is wonderful. I am so glad you have such a dedicated friend, Your Highness. Friend? Is that really what I am to her? But princesses do not have maids as friends. Maybe I'm so mad at Peony. She really has some really messed up standards. A royal does not mingle with commoners. I'm really about to slap the screen. I'm about to slap the screen right now. Especially not with servants. Mother told me that. Your mom was wrong! I'm really trying not to scream right now. Your mom was wrong. Your mom was an evil son of a... Your mom was literally evil, girl. I don't know what you on about. I don't know what's going on. But I hate your mindset. Your mindset is so nasty. Oh my god. Emmeline does not treat me as a maid, but she cannot possibly think of me as a friend. Maybe you should try and understand how other people's minds work. Oh, because you... I'm just gonna play the game. I'm not gonna scream. I'm not gonna get mad. I just play the game and get through this. Oh my gosh. I don't wanna start a big problem. I just wanna get to the next chapter. Because I want more Rod. I wanna learn more about his curse. I'm not really... Okay, anyway. After the teacher gives Emmeline several books to study, she ends a lesson. Emmeline approaches me and grasps my hand. Ugh. Thank you so much, Peony. I wouldn't have passed without your help. All I did was repeat the things your teacher taught you. But you're different. I raise an eyebrow at her. Different? I tend to get nervous in my lessons. My teachers are strict and intimidating. I cave beneath the pressure. But with you, well, I feel more comfortable around you. It's probably because we're almost the same age and your lessons feel more casual. So thank you. I'm very grateful to you. That's so cute. She looks down at the ground shyly. I hope it's alright that we're friends. That's like the cutest thing ever. I'm really about to slap the screen because, like, I don't understand Peony at all. She crazy. She crazy. This girl is so sweet. Why would you hate her? I furrowed my eyebrows at her. Why would you even want to be friends with a maid? You're supposed to be making friends with nobles, not servants. Emmeline frowns, and I can feel her deflate. She walks toward the window and sighs. I tried. They may not say anything, but I can feel them slightly judging me. I wasn't born a princess. I feel that they judge everything that I do. They think I smile too much, that I'm not regal enough. They feel that I'm too clumsy or too cheerful. Well, Emmeline definitely does not act like a noble. I cannot say that I blame the nobles for being skeptical of her. What the heck? What? Peony needs, like, rehabilitation. This is, like... I can't blame the nobles for being skeptical. She's just a nice person. She's just a nice, normal person. What is everybody's problem with Emmeline? Being with them suffocates me. I do my best to act like a princess, but the way they look at me... If they're waiting for me to make a mistake... Then they'll all have an excuse to jeer at me. Aw, that's mean. Every girl dreams of becoming a princess, and yet this is not my dream. I really just miss being a normal girl. I miss my freedom. I look at her, thoughtful. I think I can understand what Emmeline is feeling. Just like me, she was thrown into a world she was not ready to be a part of. Right now, we have no choice but to fit in. I can't wait till Peony fixes her curse. It's gonna be a while, but I can't wait till she fixes her curse, because then Emmeline won't have to be like princess. Like, she'll just be an adopted princess, and Peony can take over all that stuff, you know? She never wanted my title in the first place, yet I accused her of stealing it. Yeah, thank you for recognizing your mistake. Have you told your mother how you feel? Emmeline shakes her head. No, not the king either. I don't want them to think that I'm ungrateful. That's why I'm trying my best to become accustomed to all of this. I cross my arms. But you are not happy. I'm not. Everyone just assumes that I'm happy because I smile a lot. I know what that's like. I don't know if it's because I smile a lot, but like, I think I'm good at hiding my emotions. Especially when I'm trying to like pretend like I'm okay. Like, people have no idea. Like, she barely opens up to anyone, and if she opened up to me? Had I been given the choice before I was cursed, I never would have listened to her. You should tell them how you feel rather than just keep it to yourself. Otherwise, the stress will continue to accumulate on your shoulders. I wish I could be more honest with them. I really do. I envy you for being able to speak your mind. She envies me? Emmeline takes a deep breath and sighs. The frown fades with the sigh, quickly replaced by a fragile smile. I'm sorry for ranting at you like that. I must have bored you with my story. I used to get so annoyed with her, but now I've seen this side of her. I suppose she's not as terrible as I first thought. You know what that okay, this is so off topic, but that reminded me of like how I was like really judgmental of like Ariana Grande for some reason. And then like somehow at some point I was like obsessed with Ari. And now I like low-key stan Ari. Like, I love her. I love Ariana Grande. Like, I love Ariana Grande. Like, I just think she's so cute and so sweet, and she's so pretty. Like, what's not? Come on, guys. What's not to like? Like, I used to get so annoyed with her, but now I've seen this side of her. I suppose she's not as terrible as I first thought. Me with Ariana Grande. Like, I don't know why I didn't like Ari. I really don't know why. Weird. That's how weird. I'm just weird. Anybody else like that? With, like, an icon, celebrity, or maybe somebody you weren't friends with and then you became friends with them? Like, I think we all can kind of relate to that, maybe. I mean, we were never evil. Like, Peony was basically evil before. But... Oh! I remember that Mother wanted to see me after my lessons today. Allow me to escort you to the Queen, then. Thank you. Ah! Days passed without any real conflict. I went into Sir Alcaster again in the hallway. His eyes pass over me as if I'm something to be ignored. Delora, who's been ignoring me as she has been busy with other priorities, returned to the Markin yesterday to discuss something important with Parfait. It is not as if she has been any help since she came here. Peony, you don't know that! Maybe she was doing something while you weren't looking, Jesus. She mostly stays in my room while I run around doing errands for Emmeline and taking on any other chores as they are handed to me. Right now I'm headed to the palace gates and I hurry to meet Emmeline. She's going out in town to meet for Viorica again, and I was told to meet her here. Fritz. Prince, Peony! I turn around to see Fritz walking in my direction. Ever since I told him to refer me by my name, he has been stumbling over not using my title. I rarely see him, but when I do, we do not have much time to discuss anything. Can I help you with anything, Fritz? It's been a while. Have you managed to complete one of your good deeds? Days after I've originally run into Fritz, I managed to have a quick conversation with him regarding my curse. It's been a long time since the conversation happened. Recently, I've barely seen Fritz. I heard rumors that he has been reassigned somewhere outside the palace. I show him my pendant and point to the piece of the second glass slipper. Managed to get one several days ago. Peony, that's wonderful! I knew that you could get one. Only 2 more and then I can break the curse. Ah, Fritz, Miss Peony. I did not think the two of you were acquainted. Oh my god, it's Mithros. We both turn our heads at the same time when Mithros suddenly appears from around the corner, the usual smile on his lips. Sir Mithros. Fritz, I believe Sir Alcaster is looking for you. Right, sorry. Peony, I must take my leave now. Of course. Fritz bows and Sir Mithros before walking off, leaving me alone with Sir Mithros. Ew. Mithros does not say anything, but continues to smile at me. His staring makes me feel incredibly uncomfortable. Is there something on my face? Excuse me. I curtsy and start to walk off when Sir Mithros calls my name. Peony. What do you want? What do you want, Mr. Green Man? Yes. Just wanted to thank you for your hard work and dedication to our princess. Yeah, right. What's your ulterior motive? Huh? I look at him, puzzled by his sudden gratitude. Yeah, what's the stitch, you freaking weirdo? Huh? Don't worry. Everything will soon be remedied. What? Sus. What is going on? He's very... Look at his face! Why is he smiling like that? What is going on? This man, he is scary. I don't like him. Excuse me? My apologies. I did not mean to keep you. He completely ignores my question. He dips his head slightly before turning away and walking away. The smile still on his face. Creepy! Creepy, he totally knows about the curse. What the heck? What the heckity heck? What the heck is going freaking what? Why does he know? Why does Fritz know? Why does my dad know? What the hecky heck? It's like there's more people that know about the curses than we thought. Like, we thought that everybody forgot who we were, but like that's totally not true. Why would he bow like that? He totally knows who we are. What in the heck, man? Rod and Emmeline are already waiting for me outside the carriage by the time I arrive at the palace gates. Rod has his arm crossed, looking at me irritable. His face is perpetually stuck in that scowl, it seems. You're late. Yeah, because I had to deal with a creep. I think there's an option where we can date Mithros or something. And I'm sitting here like, yes, I would. But also, maybe he should, fix his attitude a little bit. You know what I'm talking about? But look at me, choosing the Rod path, thinking, he needs to fix his attitude. Rod has the worst attitude among all these guys, I think. My apologies. You're so grumpy, but you've been late many times before, too, Rod. Rod just shrugs his shoulders as he turns his head into the carriage. Emmeline sighs before looking at me. Shall we? Of course. Or, of course, in a nicer way, I guess. The three of us sit in silence as the carriage rolls towards the town. The night assigned to us to the guard duty is sitting on front and Emmeline glances forlornly at one of the windows where Rod silently looks out to the other. I notice Emmeline pausing to glance at Rod every now and then, looking restless. Finally, she breaks the silence. Are you still mad that I asked you to come along to visit Viorica? You could have declined the invitation, Rod. And if you would only tell me what happened between the two of you, I'd do my best to remedy the situation. Rod notices me looking at him and scowls. He returns his moody gaze to the window. I have nothing to say, Em. But you used to be good friends with Viorica too, Rod. But then, ever since you were... Emmeline stops herself. I know that she's referring to his curse. So, does his curse have to do with Viorica? Wait! I just got it! I just figured it out. Oh my god. I just figured it out. Wait. Oh my gosh, wait, guys. I have to say it before I, forget. Okay. He lost his voice. He gave up his voice for Viorica. That's what happens in Little Mermaid, right? Ariel trusts Ursula. And she says, I'll give you my voice if you give me legs. So, Rod gave his voice in return for something so he could be with Viorica. Something? Right? Is that what's going on? I think I'm getting close, guys. I think I'm getting close. Mystery is moving forward. After that day, you've kept your distance from her. Then, when you found out about the wedding, you became even colder towards her. Even Viorica worried about you, Rod. She worries that she might have offended you somehow. Emmeline. There's a hint of warning in his tone. Is it possible that Viorica's related to Rod's curse, considering the timing? Yes! Of course. Duh. Hello. Oh, wow. We're at 1 hour and 30 minutes. Anyway. Emmeline. opens her mouth again to say something, but then suddenly stops and returns to her window, her expression mirroring Rod's own gloom. We're all silent until we arrive at the toy shop. Emmeline, good to see you. And you too. Peony, was it? I nod in acknowledgement. Viorica nods politely at the knight, who stands guard at the shop door. It's just the two of you today? Emmeline and I both only turn to see that Rod has indeed vanished. Emmeline frowns, looking both bewildered and disappointed. He was right behind us. I'll go look for him. Thank you, Peony. Man, this is sad. This is a weird vibe. The music doesn't really match. Just as I expected, Rod is leaning against the wall of an alley just outside the toy shop. Talk to him! Talk to him! Talk to him! Emmeline and Viorica are looking for you. When he does not answer, I cross my arms and raise an eyebrow. Do you hate Viorica that much? I don't hate her. Then why are you avoiding her? Because he's in love. Duh. Obvious. When we first came here, you actually looked friendly with her. But recently... This doesn't involve you, Peony. Maybe it does. Maybe we need to be involved. Fine. I will tell Emmeline that you will be in the carriage waiting for her then. When Rod does not answer, I sigh and start to head back into the shop. Princess Peony! Rod and I turn to the sound of a familiar voice. Walt pauses in front of us with a bright smile. It's nice to see you again, Princess. Walt, what are you doing here? Well, I was about to deliver a letter to the prince, but I guess that won't be necessary anymore. A letter? Is Lady Parfait asking for me? Not just you. She wants to see the princess as well. Me? It's been a while since I was last at the Marken. Is something wrong? They need to discuss something important with the princess. Come to the Marken tonight. Tonight? We're already here, so why not now? Walt's eyes shift to our carriage. You're here with Princess Emmeline, yes? Can't make her wait too long. What they need to discuss with you is complicated and will take some time to explain. The toy shop door opens and Emmeline stands in the doorway as she says her goodbye to Viorica. Remember, tonight. These are Walt's last words before he slips back into the crowd. Emmeline's visit with Viorica was briefer than I thought it would be. Now all of us are headed back to the palace. Rod has not uttered a word on our way back. I can tell that this is making Emmeline agitated as she continues to keep glancing at Rod expectantly. If you have something to say, say it. Emmeline stares at me. You obviously want to say something to Prince Rod. You obviously want to say something to Prince Rod. The only way to get your answers is to ask him directly. Rod does not turn around. It's as if he does not hear me. Emmeline clasps her hands and sighs. Well, I glance at Rod, who's still persistently staring out the window, his eyes focused on nothing. He's pretending not to hear us. How immature. Rod, Viorica was sad that you weren't there today. She was certain that you stayed outside to avoid seeing her. What's going on with you? I think it's lightly... it's a little bit obvious, but these kids just didn't connect the dots. I'm not in the mood to answer your questions, Em. Emmeline grips the edge of her dress. Her expression becomes more rigid. Somebody needs to yell at Rod. I'm ready for someone to yell at him. Emmeline might be the one. She might need to be the one to yell at this boy. 'Cause this is all too dramatic for this, man. You've been keeping secrets from us ever since you were cursed. We don't even know why you were cursed or how to help you break it. She just said this in front of Peony. Just pointing it out. She just said this in front of Peony. Wait, the rest of the family doesn't know anything about the circumstances of Rod's curse? I thought he told them everything. But all they know is that he's cursed? We're a family. We're supposed to help each other through problems. Emmeline's hands are shaking as she gazes at her brother. Oh my gosh, we just got a bot. Sorry, in the middle of this we literally got a bot. I'm gonna remove them. 1 second. There's so many people that buy, ban, timeout. I'm gonna ban them. Okay, we took care of that. But that's actually crazy. I'm just gonna say, there's a lot of people that if you pay $200 or something, I don't know, it's I heard somewhere that you charge $1 a follower, and it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Don't do that. Anybody who's gonna watch this and think that oh, I should create my own fame by paying for it, don't do that. Just don't do that. That's bad. You should be able to, if you truly believe in something, do it authentically, do it genuinely, and do it honestly. And that's all I'm going to say right now. Be honest, be authentic, and things will be okay. Things will be okay, guys. Anyway, I'm going to go back one line of, okay. We're a family. We're supposed to help each other through problems. Emmeline's hands are shaking as she gazes at her brother. The carriage stop! I want them to finish that fight. The carriage stops, and as soon as the servant opens the door, Emmeline quickly steps out and rushes towards the palace. Rod watches her go quietly, though his eyebrows are furrowed and he looks guilty. I silently shake my head at him before running after Emmeline. Emmeline stands in the hallway, with her hands at her chest. She breathes slowly in and out, as if she's on the verge of tears. When she notices me behind her, she turns away and wipes her eyes with the back of her hand. I'm sorry for storming off like that. I was just very frustrated at Rod. I said something I shouldn't have said back there. If anyone finds out about this, they won't. Your secret is safe with me. Emmeline flashes me a grateful smile before looking at the sky. One moment Rod is running down the hallway. The next he has stopped in front of us and is trying to catch his breath. I'm sorry. I'm sorry too, Rod. But right now, I would like to be alone. Of course. I'm sorry, Peony, but could you believe me now? She does not even wait for me to answer before walking away, leaving me alone with Rod. You made her cry, Rod. I am fully aware of that. Sorry. What is this interaction? Why are you hiding your curse from your family? You wouldn't understand. Oh my gosh. Rod, I'm about to slap the screen. I am cursed. Me. Peony. Me cursed. You cursed. We cursed. We should be able to understand each other's situation. This is some bull. Okay? I'm doing this to protect them. Yeah, right. You're lying to them. You're hiding things from them. You're not being honest with them. Protect them? Rod silently shakes his head. They wouldn't understand. I can understand that, like, sometimes family won't get it, but, like, his family really genuinely loves him, and I think that he should be able to tell them things. Obviously, it's up to him, but his family seems really nice, so. Those are the last ominous words Rod speaks before rushing off, leaving me alone in the hall. What happened to him? What happened to him? I don't know. There's a change in music. The hallways are silent at this time of night as most everyone in the palace prepares for bed. I'm now on my way to our meeting place. Rod told me earlier to wait for him here. I had thought they would make me go to the market by myself after what transpired with Emily. But I was wrong. Emmeline was so upset today. I've never seen her like this before. I turned my thought back to the market and what Walt said earlier. I wonder what Parfait wants to talk with us about. I feel my heart beating erratically against my chest. Why do I feel like something bad is going to happen? Because he had a weird day. And maybe because something bad is going to happen. You guys are anime characters after all. Anyway, so I realize that I've been standing in the open for a while. Perhaps I should move. Perhaps people might find me standing here suspicious. Start walking again. I'm surprised to feel my hand close around my waist. My wrist? What? Hold on. Let me reread that. I start walking again, and I'm surprised when I feel a hand close around my wrist and pull me into the darkness. I open my mouth, but find a hand muffles my scream. Okay, it's him. I was like, Mithros, you gonna show up now? Shh! Rod! Ron's gaze is icy. He speaks quietly, but I can feel the anger simmering underneath his words. What if someone saw you just standing there? Have you even thought about how that might get suspicious? His tone is so accusatory that from the moment I cannot find my voice. But then, he is right. I should have been more careful. Sorry. Rod stares at me surprised. What? I never thought I'd hear you apologize, especially to me. Oh, well, at least I know how to apologize, unlike you. And why would I ever need to have a reason to apologize to you? Because you've done nothing but treat me coldly, even when I've done nothing to personally attack you. Rod scowls at me, but does not say anything. Instead, he sighs and takes my hand, pulling me after him. This is weird. This is a weird... What's with the blushies? Why are you blushing? Hey! Wait a second, man. What? Let's go before the guards see us. I have no energy to argue with Rod, so I allow him to pull me along. I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry. What? He apologized to me? Don't make me repeat myself. I did not hear you clearly. If there's one thing I know about you, it's that you're not deaf. Oh my goodness. The shade. The literal shade. Of course I'm not. Shh. Someone will hear you. I glare at Rod, but he does not respond. Princess, your hand is really warm. The cute little rabbit. Rod freezes in place and glares at Seppi, who seems to be shrugging. Your thoughts are too loud, Rod. Though the dim lights, I can actually see a faint blush on Rod's cheeks. You are blushing. I am not. He let go of my hand and starts to walk towards the secret passage with me trailing behind him. We look around to make sure no one is in sight before we both slip inside. I follow closely behind Rod in silence. My eyes move upwards to the little bunny plush hanging around his shoulder. Sebby, I've been wondering, have you ever talked with Rod's family as yourself? Rod suddenly stops and scowls over his shoulder at me. What? I was asking Sebby, not you.
No, I don't, Princess. Rod doesn't want me to talk with others since he thinks that I might say something unnecessary.
So much for that. You still speak, even when it is unnecessary. In the dim lighting of the tunnel, I think I can see a faint pink in Rod's cheeks, but it is probably a trick of the strange lighting. Shut the hell up. It's not. He's blushing. Rod is right. Sebby has blurted out his thoughts more than a number of times. You are not doing a very good job. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
Well, there are thoughts that he prefers to keep to himself, like his thoughts on karma, and his feminine voice, or his...
Oh my gosh, wait.
Well, there are thoughts that he prefers to keep to himself, like his thoughts on karma, or his feminine voice, or his...
Rod suddenly clamps Sebby's face as I can actually see the poor plush trying to get away from his hold. You're crushing the poor toy. Rod glares at me before releasing Sebby.
Rod can be so brutal at times. I remember the time he almost threw me out of the window for saying that one lady had a hideous dress.
This is the best. This is the best. Rod glares at Sebby once again. He readies his fingers to pinch him again, but Sebby hurriedly apologizes before Rod can touch him.
Okay, I'll stop talking now.
Rod sighs and continues walking. Rod, have you spoken to Emmeline since that earlier incident? No. As much as I want to ask him about this curse, I doubt he'll divulge anything right now. I decided to keep my thoughts to myself. Excuse me. I decided to keep my thoughts to myself as we head for the Marken. When we arrive at the Marken, Parfait and Delora are there to welcome us. The others, however, are nowhere in sight. They immediately started playing sad music, so... it's been a while. Oh, sorry, I had to do Parfait's voice. It's been a while, Princess. Thank you for bringing her here. Thank you for bringing her here safely, Prince Rod. Where is everyone? They're all resting in their rooms now. It wasn't necessary for them to be here for what Delora and I have to discuss with you. I'll be staying in the tavern then. Rod is about to head for the tavern when Delora stops him. You know not to leave. What we are going to say involves you too, since you are staying at the palace a while. Rod looks at her curiously, but asks no questions. Parfait and Delora gesture over to us, to the settee, where we all take our seats. This is something Rod and I must know because we're in the palace? I have a bad feeling about this. So there's an enemy in the palace. I can already tell that's probably what's going to happen. Before we start... Parfait voice. Before we start, I'd like to congratulate you on your first good deed, Princess. Delora told me all about it,
You can see the extra piece on your necklace as well. Parfait smiles at me. Her eyes are filled with pride. Her faith in me rekindles the dwindling confidence I had. If only you'd known how happy Delora was when she announced it to us.
You didn't have to go into specifics, Parfait.
Oh, are you embarrassed, Delora?
She smiled at Delora teasingly before turning back to me.
Anyway, I know you can do it, Princess. Only 2 more to go, and you can break your curse.
Yeah, keep up the good work, Princess. You too, Rod. So, what is it that you wanted to discuss with us? I conducted a little investigation while I was with Peony at the palace. I found out something important. Something important? Here we go. I discovered that there was a witch in the palace. A witch? In the palace? It's Mithros. Mithros can be like a warlock, right? I felt a tinge of magic while I was there. It was faint, but it definitely there. Don't remember feeling it before when I was there as your doll, Princess. Seems that the witch is using a glamour to hide himself or herself from us. It could be him, which means it's Mithros. I'm just speculation.
A glamour is a magic that only very experienced witches can cast, which means that the witch we are dealing with is no ordinary witch. They have a potential to be very powerful. But what would a witch be doing in the palace in the first place? It's a palace. The witch could be after the king, duh, like... But what? Parfait and Delora glance at each other, looking conflicted. It is Parfait who faces me first. Her expression gave... I'm afraid there's some other possibility we must make you aware of, Princess. And in order for us to explain it, we must give you the truth.
Truth of what? What happened? What? Chapter 6. Moving closer? The truth? My only answer is silence. I shift my gaze to Rod, but he avoids my eyes. And I'm gonna save. What is going on? Princess, it's very likely that the witch in the palace is looking for you. What? I can cast a glamour on you a long time ago so that you could remain hidden from magical eyes. I did it to protect you, but the witch in question can see through the spell I cast on you. It's my belief that they are actively looking for you. I close my eyes and massage the temples of my head, and I feel a headache coming on. Wait, you said before that there are witches that want to see their curses unbroken, but this sounds as if they have another motive altogether. What reason could they have for trailing me? The Tenenbaum has been without a bearer for a long time, ever since the end of the war. A new bearer, however, will soon arise, and the crystal is ready to support them. Some of the witches, the wicked ones, want to make sure that the Tenenbaum bearer continues to spread darkness, even with this new bearer in charge. Wait, hold on. I need to wait. I need to go back and read that. Been without a bearer for a long time. New bearer, however, will soon arise. Some of the witches, the wicked ones, want to make sure that the Tenenbaum continues to spread darkness, even with this new bearer in charge. Okay, but what does that have to do with me? You're a witch, Peony! Hold on! Delora crosses her arms, her expression grim. The title of the bearer is passed down from one descendant to the next. Princess. My prediction was right! My prediction was right! My prediction was right! Princess, the last Tenenbaum bearer was the late Queen of Angeli, your mother. I feel my blood go cold. What? As you are the Queen's daughter, you are the next heir. Come your 18th birthday, you will inherit the title of Tenenbaum bearer. Mother? A witch? Impossible! Honey, it ain't impossible. It's not impossible. Did you... What? Oh my gosh. Hello? I didn't see when you... Hello, Mige. I have no idea if you're still here, but anyway. Nice to see you. Nice to see everybody's here. How are you? Why would you spout such lies? I narrow my eyes at them, searching for some hint that they are lying to me. Hold on, let me refresh chat. There we go. Okay. Hi, Megan. Anyway, had to refresh the chat. Okay. I narrow my eyes at them, searching for some hint that they are lying to me. Delora and Parfait never turn their sad eyes away from me. Rod glances at me briefly before turning away, looking uncomfortable. Come on, guys. Hold on. I'm gonna say this right. We're gonna Google it. Hilder? Okay. It's Hilder. Hilder what? Okay. Hilder, your mother and I used to work together to maintain balance, but then the witch hunt drove her mad and turned her heart to ice. But she never used any magic. I would have known if she was a witch. It's possible that you did in the past, but then it seemed that she erased all your memories of her true identity. Delora was already able to ascertain that most of your memories of her had been snatched away. Hilder needed you to remain obedient so that when your family did inherit the role as bearer, you would continue to do so as she wanted. My thoughts feel as they are spinning endlessly on an axis. The real reason I cursed you was to see if you were truly capable of goodness, Princess. Hold on. Man, this is all changing. This is just changing the story, man. Oh, man. Hilder's influence clung to you even after her death, and we feared that you would continue her previous work. That Angeli might once again fall into darkness if you're not able to help the dark emotions of your heart. So then you cursed me because you were terrified of what I would do if I became the bearer as I was? My only answer is silence. Now I understand why the people hated me. It's because I'm my mother's daughter. I kind of knew it. I called it out. It wasn't very hard to figure this out. But I can't help but to reach out and touch the pendants on my necklace as if feeling
of dread washes over me. We know that there is goodness in you, Princess. We only wanted you to realize it by breaking your curse. Parfait sighs, looking guilty. It was a selfish act on our part, I know. But we could not risk another great war. Believed I would have plunged the world into a war? I turned to Rod, who's yet to speak since the conversation started. Did you know about all this? Everyone knows the story of the Tenenbaum witch and her daughter. Everyone except for me? I glanced down at my hands, suddenly feeling numb. I'm a witch? And I became the Tenenbaum's next bearer? Just the thought of it makes me sick. I think back to my childhood. I still recall the glares that everyone gave me when I was a child. They were scared of me because I was my mother's daughter? And what about the king? Did he never love me because I was the daughter of a witch? But if that's the case, if my mother was so wicked, then why did the king marry her in the first place? Hildur threatened to kill the woman he loved if he did not marry her? She threatened to kill Ophelia? That's some drama. That's some tea. Whoa, your mom is evil. Evil lady, man. Ophelia. So the king has loved Ophelia from the very beginning. I clenched my hands into tight fists. After Mother died, he was able to reunite with his true love. Since then, he has treated me, Emmeline and Rod, better than he ever treated me, even though I am his daughter by blood. I wanted to feel angry about this revelation, but instead, I feel dreary emptiness inside of me. Man, this is just sad. This is making me so sad, man. This is just like a bad situation. I think the part that's making me so sad is that, like, she had no idea. Like, she had no idea what kind of person her mom really was. A heavy feeling begins to settle in my chest, suffocating my heart. He never really loved me. Peony? Rod's voice snaps out my thoughts, and that's when I realize that his straight tear has made it down my cheek. Quickly wipe it with the back of my hand, angry at myself for showing weakness in front of them. You must be happy to see me like this. Oh, shit. What? Your mother was made queen, and you and your sister became royals overnight. It's like something out of a fairy tale, isn't it? You thought you had the perfect life until I came back into it. I never asked for this to happen. I just wanted to... Rod suddenly moves his hand to Sebby's mouth, muffling whatever other words the plush was going to say for him. What is it that you want to say, Rod? It's nothing. Stop! Stop! I can assure you, however, that power that comes with the crown has always been irrelevant to the family and I. So stop assuming that everyone around you is after your title or your riches. That's not what she means, though. It's like, you guys are happy that my mom is dead. Like, that's what she's basically saying. Did your time with my sister not teach you anything? My mother wouldn't have married the king if my father were still here. Dolores looked between the two of us. Oh man, this just hit me emotionally. Oh man, I'm so sad right now. Oh my god. And here I thought your relationship had improved. Now it seems like it's back to square one. Do you have anything else to add, Parfait? If not, I'd like to return to the palace. Princess, stay vigilant and be careful about who you trust. Trust? How do you know whom I trust? What makes you even think I trust you? The anger that I was expecting earlier suddenly rises to the surface. For all I know, Parfait and Delora could be feeding me lies, playing with me the way Delora did when she first cursed me. I don't expect you to believe what we've told you. Perhaps it's not yet the right time to reveal everything to you. But please, you need to be careful. I stand up and look at them. My arms are hanging limply at my sides. How am I meant to trust anyone where all of you have been lying to me this entire time? Literally! I'm really feeling for Peony right now. This is not fair. Peony, if you don't believe us, then try asking the king who Hilda truly is. Rod, you should watch your back too. Anyway, Peony is right to return to the palace now. Someone may notice your absence if you're gone much longer. You two should have stayed. Should leave now. Let us know if you notice anything unusual. I will. We'll see you again soon, Princess. I'm like so mad. I cannot reconcile the fact that the wicked witch who led the witches during the war was my mother. I did not even realize how many people hated my mother until after she passed. They spoke about how cruel the queen was. Never understood why, since she had always been the perfect person in my eyes. I never connected my mother with the Tenenbaum, but what Parfait and Delora just told me makes sense. I'm gonna turn up this music. Was I living a lie all those years? A lie that my mother crafted so that I could remain cold and bitter even after she passed away. And Delora and Parfait say I'm meant to inherit the power of the Tenenbaum from my mother. I do not want that burden. I almost bump into Rod's back when he suddenly stops walking. He turns and looks at me with a serious expression. I cannot help but feel judged beneath the weight of that gaze. If you're going to tell me that you never wanted me as your partner because my mother was a witch, then I wasn't going to say that. What? I won't lie. The first time I saw you, I thought you were like your mother. You were cold, harsh, and selfish. I never wanted to have anything to do with you. That's why I was so against this partnership, but you've changed. As you and Em have grown closer, I've seen that you are not like your mother. She speaks fondly of you, and I can tell she really enjoys your company. That's why, even if I do not have plans to break my curse, I'll still do what I can to break yours. Oh my god! I'm so happy! It's the least I can do as your partner. I stare at Rod in shock. This is the first time he's ever been so nice to me. Why are you staring at me like that? I'm only doing this because you're important to my sister. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Liar. Rod reaches up to pinch Subby's face. Ow!
compliment. Who would have thought you were actually capable of being nice? What? Was that supposed to be a compliment? Yes, you're always so grumpy. I don't think I've seen a genuine smile on your face before. I can say the same for you. Birds of a feather flock together then. Do you really dislike the fact that we're so similar? You just smile. I did not!
Rod thinks your smile's pretty.
I do not!
You two really are the same.
I take a deep breath to calm the erratic beating of my heart. Anyway, I still want you to help with your curse, Rod. Why do you refuse to break it? Because I cannot. Rod stops and shakes his head. He says nothing else, and I do not probe him anymore, especially not after seeing the distant look on his face. Well, we kind of have an answer. Like, it's kind of like goes along with what I was saying. He was so focused on Viorica, and his curse is around her. But she's getting married, so there's no way he can get rid of his curse. I wonder what Rod was going to say.
Mother, look. Eleanor got me this gift.
Eleanor?
She's my maid and my friend.
Princesses don't make friends with their servants.
But she's really nice. She even taught me how to braid my hair like...
Those servants are only nice to you because you're the princess. They only pretend to be your friend so that they can have power over you.
But Eleanor would never...
What reason do I have to lie to you? 'Cause you're literally the most evil witch in the land and cursed people? When have I ever lied to you, little one?
You have never lied to me.
That is correct. Tomorrow I will remedy this situation. I will hire a new maid. You are not to befriend this one, no matter what she says.
But, Mother...
Are you arguing with me, Peony?
No, I'm sorry, Mother.
Oh my gosh. We hit 2 hours. We hit 2 hours, guys. I need to stop talking all this. I need to take a break. I think we should play another game. I think I should switch out. Maybe I'll switch out because I need to talk less, essentially. And then I can keep going for maybe another hour. But I think we hit a really good mark in the game. I don't know, man. I think it's been pretty good. And I can't wait to talk about Zelda stuff in a second because I want to talk about Zelda stuff. Okay, cool. We're still chapter 6. I'm just gonna return and say this is the end of part 3 of Princess. What are we playing? This is the end of part 3 for Cinderella Phenomenon. From this point in the stream, I'm just gonna play something else probably because I'm pretty tired, but I don't feel like stopping the stream. So, just letting you know. Thank you guys for enjoying this part of the stream. I had a really great time playing Princess. What is it? Cinderella Phenomenon. Sorry, I'm like out of my mind. I'm like so tired. Anyway, let's play something else. Okay, great. So I saved, right? I saved.